On July 17, 1936, the Spanish Civil War broke out between the ruling Republicans and the rebel nationalists. The next year, on February 19th, in Mérida, Spain, my grandma Isa was born. She once told us a story about her mother carrying Isa in her arms, running for safety while Mérida was being heavily bombed. Isa's father was jailed for speaking against the dictator Franco, leaving Isa's mother to raise her family alone. While her mother worked, 9-year-old Isa cared for her 5 siblings. She also worked as a nanny. As a teenager, Isa worked at the cork factory in Mérida. There, she met my grandfather Panko. Once they met, they began to walk. They were strollers. This was considered the first stage of a relationship. After this, they could begin dating. In May of 1960, they were married. The next year, their first son was born. They stayed in Mérida, in the beautiful working-class neighborhood of Barriada de los Milagros. There, Isa raised her 5 children and nurtured her grandchildren. This is where our Spanish tradition took root. Isa never stood still. She worked at the cork factory, raised a family, and cared of her dear younger sister, who suffered from heart problems. Life was hard back then. In both summer and winter, she would walk to the river to wash clothes. Isa was an amazing cook. Some of my favorite meals were pulled potatoes, meatballs, and eggs croquettes. One of my favorite memories is falling asleep on the couch after eating a meal she had made. I would wake up to hot coffee and warm cookies, fresh from the oven, and the heat coming from the brasero de picón. There was no central heating. The brasero de picón was how we keep warm in winter. Picón was a type of charcoal placed under a stretcher table or mesa camilla. The brasero sat on a platform under the table. This also served as a footrest. Covering the brasero was a wire basket or alambrera. Isa would hit a small blanket on the alambrera. This is how she warmed the children's bed at night. Summers were so hot, sometimes over 42 degrees Celsius. Grandma had many clever ways to stay cool. To cool off blankets, she would lay them on cold ceramic floor tiles. She would put water in botijo, and it would be cold when we drank it. And we would go to Proserpina Lake and play on the patio. I have such wonderful memories of Isa. Isa was the best mother and grandmother that one could have had. A woman who taught us the values that we have now. To be strong like her, sensitive and kind, to give everything for others, and to always be ready to help. She never lost her smile. She was a wonderful wife, mother and grandmother. We miss you so much. We will never forget you. You were a superhero. My hero, my grandma Isa.